How y'all doing?
How are you?
Great. All righty. First question.
Yes, let's just begin with the challenge that C.J. Stroud and company presented.
Yeah, Houston, great offense. Another West Coast philosophy. Stroud, and company, all the receivers, Tank, Diggs, we're familiar with him being in the division for the past couple of years. And then, don't take away the offensive line, starting up there with Lamar Tunzel. So I know him personally and what he can do in the game. So definitely they bring a good challenge. Number one passing offense, good in time of possession, all those different things. So we'll definitely be ready for them come Sunday.
You talked about Marte Mapo being kind of the coach in the field. I think we saw him wearing the green dot. How do you feel like he handled those responsibilities and also just playing every snap coming back from injury?
Yeah, proud of the way he played on Sunday. Just like I said, I think he earned the right to do that because I know he studied in the classroom, on the field. That's a smart dude. He prepares very, very well, and so I thought he did a great job of communicating to the defense, echoing what we wanted to be echoed on the field. And for not being able to play a snap since last year, he did a great job for us.
Why was he the right choice to wear the green dot rather than a linebacker?
Well, with him again, I think that for him, I think he does a good job with our safeties because normally, just like Kyle Duggar, he'll wear the green dot too. So that falls up under the same umbrella with our safeties having a good amount of communication and changing different calls. All right, that falls right down the line with that.
Do you have any update on when you expect Kyle Duggar to be back?
No update. Well, you have to ask one of our trainers on that one.
Does Marte generally meet with the defensive backs even though we see him laying down?
Yeah, I would say for our run game meetings, we all meet together as far as the D-line, the linebackers, and safeties, and then we break out into our pass game meetings. So you get those reps even on Thursdays today, when we're doing our third down stuff. So because we ask those guys to do so much, whether playing the deep part of the field, cover the tight ends, play in the box, so they have to have those same meetings because really essentially you can be a linebacker on one play, you can be a safety on another play.
DeMarcus, I know that there's a lot of evolution also last year coming in that. Looking forward without a guy like Will Peppers for an undetermined amount of time, what does that do for your defense? And how do you kind of make it all look?
Yeah, you got guys like Hawk, Tay, Dale, who did a great job last week and step up. So, and those guys are getting playing time reps, and you getting a rookie getting playing time reps, which is great. You against a good offense too. So, I think for us it helps those guys who are not necessarily starters gain the starter reps and then be able to go in there and play with confidence and earn the trust of the teammates and coaches, and then just get that playing experience. There's nothing like being out there on Sunday and actually gaining those reps. So. Take advantage of that.
Mark, did you ever cross paths with DeMeco Ryans? And if not, what do you think of his defense and work?
Alabama guy, right? Yeah, Birmingham, both of us. Yeah, so yeah, I know DeMeco, man. I'm proud of him. Proud of him, the success. You see him, black head coach in the National Football League, and then just the success he's doing and what he's done with that team. Proud of him, man, and look up to what he's doing over there. And as the defense when he was at San Fran, and even what he's done out there in Texas, man. Fly around, get those guys playing hard, good pass rush, good defense, that does a good amount of good things.
What challenge does the Texans' offensive line present, both in the run game and in pass protection?
Fly off the ball. All right, they fly off the ball. They do a good job of getting to the second level. All right, they do a good job with the combination blocks on the first level. And just like the different things, like you're leading behind, running behind Tunzel, man. He's a pro for a reason, Pro Bowl player for a reason, whether it's the pass game or run game. So what they do is similar to what Miami and San Fran do. And I think both of those offensive linemen, they do a good job building the front where you get quick linemen who can move very well and create movement up front.
What kind of threat does Dalton Schultz present to you guys?
A combo player, run game and pass game player. So they'll line him up in different places, and so you just got to have eyes on him, see where he lines up at. But he's kind of like in the mode of where you can put him at a fullback, you put him out there, line him up at receiver, you could put him at an inline tight end. He can do both.
What are your thoughts on where Keon is in terms of the fine line between playing aggressive and physically, going over the line in terms of the horse collar that we saw, roughing the passer.
Yeah. Yeah, never want penalties. Never want penalties for us. But for him, love how he plays hard. We want our players to be able to, one, know what to do, how to do it, and then if they do those things, they can play fast and play aggressive. All right, and we want them to play aggressive. We just don't want them to cross that line, be right there on it.
Marcus, how would you self-scout? Go ahead, Chris. I know you have defensive priorities out each and every week. The quarterback appears to be from the outside something you guys have kind of struggled with for the last 3-4 games. Tell me about the priority coming into this game when it comes to a guy.
Same thing. I was proud of the way the guys handled the quarterback last week. So that was one of our point of emphasis last week, third down and containing the quarterback. And you saw they were 2 for 11 on third down, and the 2 ones they got was of penalties. So, and really when you look at the other third downs, that was because of the quarterback. And so that gives you video evidence of if you contain the quarterback, what they can be able to do on third down. So, I would think that would be the same formula. All right, keep the quarterback in the pocket, making sure that we handle that. That's the same thing. And then what was the else part of that question?
No, it's just in terms of overall defensive priority. I know you're looking to get these done each and every week. But
Yeah.
You have containing Stroud specifically.
Yeah, stopping the run. All right, stopping the run. That's one of them for sure. Handling the quarterback, all right, and then those receivers that they have for real. So whether that's setting the edge in the run game and passing game, and not giving up any big plays, we do that. Set the edge in the running game, contain the quarterback in the pocket, and then no big plays. That's a winning formula for us.
DeMarcus, what have you learned through 5 games about yourself as a play caller, and if anything, how opponents are viewing you as a play caller, the way they've adjusted?
That's a good question. I would say for me, it's just continue to evolve as the season goes on, because it seems like every week we have, like, whether it's a player that goes out, a different unit that needs to step up, and the way I need to help the players play in the right way based off of who's available for the game. We haven't had a consistent group, this season, really. It's been somebody different, whether like last week we had both Pep and Doug out. All right, then the week before we had Bentley out. Then the week before after that, it's like every single week. So just trying to make sure that we're all playing together as a unit, and then making sure that we tailor the game plan for who we have out there on the field. So I think that's the biggest thing for me as a play caller.
I think Seattle, came in and said, hey, we know they're going to blitz in certain situations. Have you seen teams take that similar approach, like anticipating more zero pressure? Like, have you noticed anything about the way teams see you as a play caller, the way they're calling against you?
Yeah, we do our self-scout. Each week on ourselves, and what we like to call in different early down, third down situations and stuff like that. We do that, and so we definitely hit that every week.
Alex said that you guys started yesterday practice with this blitz package, and Drake went 6 for 6, and one of his improvements over the course of the season has been against the blitz. I'm just wondering, what have you seen from Drake in terms of his development in practice against your defense?
It's been fine. It's been good. It's been good.
You promoted Jaquane, if I have the pronunciation right,
Roy.
I think we played
Yeah.
quite a bit actually
Yeah.
last game. What does he give you in that defensive tactics?
Yeah, another big body inside. Plays with good fundamentals and technique, and allows us to rotate those guys inside. Good run fundamentals, and so he's a fairly young player. And so it's good for us to develop him for the future, and I think that's what he really gives us, a good combination of where he can play nose tackle, 3 technique, all right, and then also push the pocket.
Marcus, there were two calls, sort of similar situations last week around midfield.
Yep.
Right before they kicked field goals. I think you gave up like 13 and 11 yards before long field goals. Any second guesses about those calls in that situation?
No, I'm thinking you're talking about maybe the one we got the penalty on, and then the other one where they kicked the field goal on. Yeah, so those are just when it's 3rd and long, and then now they're trying to get in field goal range. So yeah, so for me, like as a play caller, to continue to be in the presence of that moment of making sure that it's 3rd and long, but also it's not 3rd and long what they're trying to get. They're trying to get the field goal, and then the next time we call the right call, but we got the penalty.
Marcus, final question, guys? I was just going to ask, I know he might be just another injury
Brandon Schooler having to play safety. Gerard said he wants him to offer value on defense, not just special teams.
Yeah.
What have you seen from him, you know, in practice from training camp up into it?
It was good. I thought we started that this spring, and sitting in all the defensive meetings, getting reps in the defense. You saw him out there, you know, in the game, you know, in preseason. So, and getting those reps in spring and training camp. So he's built up reps for us. You know, he's not getting any reps in the game, all right, but obviously this is a guy we all know that can run and can tackle. So if you can do that, sign him up for defense too. So, but yeah, he stays on top of the game plan every week. He's a true professional, knowing that his God-given ability is special teams. And then, like, he'll be ready if we need him to play in the game. I know that for a fact. And so I thought that was good for him getting and gaining the reps with his teammates starting back in the spring, and then also getting them in the game during training camp and OTAs and stuff like that.
Defensive assistants are next.
Good.